Hello guys, here's Programming to Inspire, and today we're gonna build a renderer class for displaying our sprites. So create a new class, call it renderer, and put it in our graphics package. First we'll create some variables. Private static int w is equal to snake.width and h is equal to snake.height. Public static integer array pixels is equal to new integer array of w times h. Public static void render background for int y is equal to 0, y is less than h y plus plus. For int x is equal to 0, x is less than w x plus plus. Pixels x plus y times w is equal to sprite.background.pixels x plus y times w. And we will have to change our visibility of pixels in the sprite class to public. Now let's create a new method that will render our sprites. So public static void render sprite. In the parameters sprite s, integer x position and integer y position. We'll call it xp and yp. If x position is less than minus s dot width, so if the sprite position is more than minus sprite width of the screen, we have to first change width and height in the sprite class to public. So if y position is less than s dot height, so if sprite is more than minus s dot height, we shouldn't render it, and also there is a minus s dot width. Or if x position is greater than w, or y position is greater or equal to h, we should just return. In all these cases we are out of the screen. For int y is equal to 0, y is less than s dot height, y plus plus. For int x is equal to 0, x is less than s dot width, x plus plus. That will loop through our pixels in our sprite. Now we will create a variable int yy is equal to y plus y position, and check if part of our image is out of the screen. So if our yy is greater or equal to h, or yy is less than 0, that means that we are not on the screen, so continue. And the same with the x. If we are xs is more or greater than width, or xs is less than 0, we should just continue. Int color, call it col, is equal to combine colors in the parameters s dot pixels x plus y times s dot width, comma xs and comma yy. We haven't created that method yet, so let's create it now. Parameters will be int color and int x and int y. We have to return something, so let's return 0 for now. Now int pcal is equal to pixels x plus y times w. Int a, that represents alpha, is equal to color shifted by 24 pixels to the right, and width 255. That's how you extract part of the pixel. So alpha, first is alpha, then is red, then green, then blue. So if alpha is equal to 255, our image is not transparent, so we should just return the color. If however our alpha is less than or equal to 0, we should return p color, so that's the previous color that has been rendered in that position. Int previous red is equal to p color, previous color shifted by 16 and ended by 255. 0xff is 255 in decimal. So we will create now red, green and blue for the previous color and this color. So red is shifted by 8, green is shifted by red is shifted by 16, green is shifted by 8, and blue is not shifted at all. We just have to end it with 255. So new red is equal to casted integer of the previous red minus parenthesis, double parenthesis, previous red minus current red times alpha divided by 255. The last parenthesis will give us number from 0 to 1 for how much of an alpha there is. 1 is completely not transparent, and 0 would be completely transparent. So now we only have to create our color from those new red, green and blue. So our pixels in the render sprite are equal to on the x-axis y times we are equal to color. So that's pretty much it for our renderer class. I hope you understand it. Now let's render some sprites. So first we have to render our background in every iteration of render loop. So now we will also, at the end of our render method, we have to get the pixels from the renderer and put it into snake pixels that will actually render our image from those pixels. In between, we will just change some pixel values with the render sprite method. So render.renderSprite, sprite.head, and let's put it in some render position like 100 and 190, and let's create 2 more render sprite. Let's call 2 more times, so we will also render our body and head, and just put it in some random positions between our width and height. And here we go. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next time.